Hello, Yinzers. This is Double AP with another episode of Yinzology, the study of all things Pittsburgh, having the mindset of three rivers: Western PA, the tri-state area, you have a little bit of West Virginia, a little bit of Ohio, but not so much Philadelphia. And on these three rivers, you've got three barges weighed down with iron, steel, and ore. And then there's another barge, of course. There's always coal. All right, thought we'd try something a little different today. Do an unboxing. Jimmy Two Time was supposed to do the unboxing. He said he was going to do some cards. You know, it's popular to do baseball cards, football cards, hockey. He hasn't gotten around to it. If you could leave a comment below, try to motivate him and say, "Hey, Jimmy Two Time, we want some sports shorts, some videos about Pittsburgh sports with something that packs a little punch, only a minute long, but we need some sports." Raise the Jolly Roger. Arr. I got this mug. A shout out to Steel City Galleries down there in Bell Vernon at the YinzerCon. I picked this up for like $4. Can you believe it? Vintage. So people unbox all sorts of things. The latest and greatest gadgets, the high-end technology and digital iPhones and drones and TVs. You can unbox just about anything. Well, today we're going to go a little old school. First thing about unboxing is that you need a good box cutter. And I recommend the SOG. This is the 440C made out of steel. Sir, your knife will cut. It will kill. That's a reference to Forge and Fire. Here we go. Always cut away from the body. Amazon, I forget, sometimes they'll throw two items in a box. This is not related to the video. This is something else for my camping. I think I'll do a video on camping, all my camping gear, because Yinzers love to camp. We got a lot of state parks, national parks. This is my roll bar, adjustable roll bar, fire extinguisher holder. That is not related to this video. Here's what I want to do unbox. Here we go. You ready? There it is. Pittsburgh Steelers Joe Journeyman puzzle. It's 500 pieces, 24 inches by 18. So there we have the unboxing. I told you I was going to go a little old school. What I love following the comedian, what's his name? Sebastian Maniscalco. If you follow him on Instagram, he used to do unboxings, would open his wife's Amazon packages. He had no idea what they were going to be. Hey, let's see what my wife got this week or this day. Some of it was like from Target, like kids' bubble bath. Sometimes it'd be like her lingerie. It's the funniest thing. You don't know the story of Joe Journeyman. It is an inspiring story of two friends all the way up until ninth grade. Then they parted ways. The one fellow, his name is David, he went off onto the career college track and started his own business, ends up getting a licensing agreement with the NFL, Major League Baseball. He came up with the Sportula. If you've ever seen spatulas with the NFL team logos on them, that's the guy. Then Jed is the artist. He had kind of a little bit of a hard knocks kind of way of life, dropped out of high school, struggled to get his GED, then went on to the Chicago Art Institute, but then had to drop out again because of financial problems. 13 years later, Jed and David ran into each other at a bar. And David's like, "Jed, how you doing? It's great to see you." And they caught up. They were catching up with friends. He goes, "You still doing artwork?" It's like, "Yeah, I always try to find a way to do artwork, even though I'm unemployed right now. I got my first kid on the way. You know, things are tough right now, but I always find a way to always do artwork." I got my portfolio in the car. And in that same night, he shows David some of the artwork that he's been working on. He's like, "Oh, Jed, to not be working full time doing artwork, it's your love, it's your passion, you're so talented. It's like kicking God in the face," as if Jed didn't know this already. That's when the light bulb went off for David in his head. He's like, listen, I have to hire this guy. He offers him a job, and they get all emotional. And Jed helps David out with odd jobs, odds and ends, until David comes up with this idea of Joe Journeyman after watching a boxing documentary of the boxer who's a journeyman who journeys from town to town, fighting anyone he can find to fight to provide financially for his family. He's like, I want to do that, but I'll call him Joe Journeyman, and Joe will be a guy who plays on every NFL team. And the NFL at the time was, I think there were 33 teams. Now I think there's only 32 teams. I don't know what team that would have been dropped off. I don't know, but this was back, I don't know, in 2015. So they come up with this kids activity book, volumes 1 and 2. You can still get it on Amazon, and it's a lot of fun for your kids, even though even they don't have to like sports. They're going to have a great time because it's like a search and find. You got to find Joe, and you also have to find Joe's playbook before the bad guy, Copycat Carl, finds it. If Copycat Carl finds the book, you're in trouble. He will copy all the plays, kind of like the Patriots. Excuse me. And Joe Journeyman has friends, Leon the Lion, Pom Pom Polly, Touchdown Ted. He's got all these friends helping him out. It's a lot of fun for kids. And the way David puts it, it's like before Madden, before fantasy football, you can get kids excited about the NFL football teams with Joe Journeyman. And they took all of Jed's amazing, spectacular hand rendered artwork out of the activity books and they made them into puzzles. 10% of all of the net profits supports Joe's Kids, local children's hospitals. And Joe's Kids is a nonprofit they started to help special needs children. And so Joe's Kids and Children's Hospital, 10% of the proceeds still go to helping them out. So it's a great cause. It's a great story. I think I'm going to love this so much, even though the Steelers are the ultimate football team of all time. I think I may end up getting more NFL Joe Journeyman puzzles. And they were a lifesaver for everyone. I don't care how old you were. You could not find a puzzle in Target during COVID because everybody was locked down, shut in. Everybody was doing puzzles. Whether you like puzzles or not, I think everybody was looking for a puzzle. Like you should have bought stock in the puzzle industry during COVID. Like who knew? They've come a long way since your grandparents. There are mystery puzzles, puzzle company puzzles. If you want to find a puzzle to do with your family, these are great. These also have beautiful hand rendered illustrations. But what's special about these are made by and designed by magicians. And so they're very interactive in that you have Easter eggs. Kids have to find like over 50 things in the puzzle, but then when you're done with the puzzle, there's this whole mystery envelope and there's this whole nother puzzle to figure out. And the puzzle is designed in a way where the whole puzzle that's put together comes apart in sections to make a whole new puzzle. So it's very interactive, it's very colorful. It's not just about putting pieces together. It's the best time you're going to have around the table besides eating a meal is making a puzzle. You turn off the electronics, you turn off YouTube's after you watch this, and you subscribe down below. You hit the subscribe button and you share the video, like the video, turn the video off, then turn it off, and then get around with your family and start making this puzzle. You're gonna have amazing memories, and then they're gonna open up. And while you're doing the puzzle, you're going to be amazed about with all the conversations. You're just going to start talking with one another about life, you're going to learn more about your kids than you ever thought you would know. Costco makes a puzzle. I think it may be one of the largest puzzles in the world. It's 60,000 pieces. It weighs about 100 pounds. And it'll take you, if you do 1,000 pieces a day, 60 days to build this puzzle. And I wanted to buy it for my son's birthday, but it's about $300 to $400. My wife said, where in the world is he going to build it? You need a warehouse to build it. So if you've got a warehouse to lay this out and to build it, Costco has one that'll keep you busy for quite some time. All right, so let's slice this open, take a look inside. What's nice about these puzzles, if you are one of those people that have to have the posters to look at, these come with not one poster, but two. So we're going to open this up. You see, I have my vulcanized piece of rubber. I'm patiently waiting for hockey season. We're making some good trades. We are getting some young blood, some fresh meat. See any puzzle dust. These look like nice, crisp pieces. Although I'm a little disappointed I don't see a poster. This is your reference, is the box. So, all right. So I'll leave you with why I love puzzles. It's that simple object lesson illustrating life, of how we all need to come together, to work together, to put the pieces together. But even in our own lives, they're just sometimes the pieces are coming together and we're having fun and there's joy to life, but sometimes those pieces just don't want to go together. We're trying to put them in the wrong places at the wrong time. Sometimes you buy a puzzle piece at the thrift store and you run the risk of putting the puzzle together and there are one or two pieces missing, and how that's frustrating. And in life, there are pieces in our life that are missing that we'll never replace. People are grieving, people are in pain. But in the end, that the puzzles, even though there's a couple pieces missing, that if you believe in a higher God, that the hope that we have is that there is a plan that that this all will come together. And so that's why I love puzzles. It's that great reminder of the final presentation of what our lives, there's meaning to our lives, there's meaning to your life. Until next time, thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoy your next puzzle that you put together.